Hello writers and book lovers alike, welcome back to You Can Write Too. I'm your host Aléce, and for today it's another tutorial video. I will be showing you guys how you can make character portfolios, because I feel like I've talked about having character boards. Also, I was working on how to make a actual storyboard on Pinterest for your stories, but let's just say the audio really messed up. So yeah, that might take a little while. But for now, I wanted to do this video because I think it's really important to have a portfolio for your characters, especially even if you don't want every single character, but your important characters, your main characters in your stories, just to kind of have a page where you can just see their personalities, their appearances, their family, just little quick things about your characters that I think is important for you as the author to know and understand. So, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. And before we get started, me and my mom at TH Land have books available on Amazon. I'll always link down below and on our channel page. We also have an Instagram and a website. Our website is jpublishingllc.com. And then our Instagram is you_can_write_2. So yeah, let's just get started. So this is an example of one of my character portfolios. I have done a bunch of these, but this one right here, and before I have to say, this is not my art. I found this art on Pinterest. I think, I'm not really sure if those little letters right in this area is the signature. It's very hard to read because it's really small. But credits go to the original artist for this beautiful artwork. But this is my character Meg Sullivan, and she is my character in Project, I'm pretty sure I called it Project Move at one point, and also Project MBFAA, which is an acronym which you guys will learn later once I get closer to publishing this. This book is probably going to be published, if I were to guess, probably in a year or two, depending on just how things work out, but it definitely isn't my next story at all. But Meg is the cousin to my main character in that story, which is Dawn. And Meg, as you can see, this first section, I have these really cute font, and then the next section is her personality, and I just love putting these little bulletin points, the squares, but if you click it, it crosses it out, which I don't obviously use that feature because I just like the way it looks to kind of do that instead of bullet points. But this it's broken down into 3 different sections: personality, appearance, /age, and then family, /friends. So the whole thing, it kind of just stops here. But yeah, this is Meg, and then I think it's so important to provide a little picture of your character, because I think it's really good for a portfolio. If you had your own portfolio, you would have a photo of yourself, and so I think if you have a character portfolio, it's important to add a picture that, even if it's not your exact character, something that represents your character. Dawn has red wavy hair, she has a white cat named Sparks, and she wears big clothes, and I love how it has a little book bag here because she is in high school, and I love just this overall chill vibe for this picture, which shows everything about Dawn. She is so chill, she's relaxed, she's really sweet, she's just a lot of things. So yeah, but she's a very honest person, so she can be a little brutally honest sometimes. But enough about this. So here is a blank canvas. The first thing I need to do is center this first part, and then I usually put character. Okay. So for this, I'm probably going to do a character that's already a character in one of my projects I've already created. So I will probably do my character Weston from my debut novel, Humanity's End. Go check that out, also available on Amazon. So I'm just going to hit enter, and then I'm going to put Weston. His last name is honestly irrelevant. So the fun part about this, you can kind of design how you want. You can actually make your own little headings. But I'm going to change, so you can hit apply heading 3 or update heading 3. So I have these 3 different headings that I usually use, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna make my own heading to show you guys kind of how to do it. So I'm gonna highlight character. I'm gonna change the color of this. We're gonna make it, I don't know, let's just make it red, okay? And then I want there to be a bit of maybe a background, or not a background, but highlighting it. So how does that look? Yeah, that's fine. And then I want to make it just a little bigger. And then I want it to be in that font. So that font is Ma Shan Zhang, and I don't think this font is actually already on Google Docs. I just added a font because I use a Google fonts, and it has so many hundreds and hundreds of fonts on there, and so I would have just clicked more fonts and then searched up a font that's in their database and then just hit like add it. Like I added these 5. But anyways, so yeah, so that's what it's gonna be. And then I just forgot the most crucial part. So you highlight that, you go down on the drop down for normal text, and then you just hit apply. You would hit apply heading 3 if you want to apply that one, or you could have just clicked it, but I'm gonna hit update heading 3 to match. So now when you look down, heading 3 looks like this. So that's basically how you would do it. I'm just going to use this is my heading 2 that I use for my characters on this document. So here we go. So here's the second thing we're going to do. We're actually going to go to Pinterest, and at least I'm going to go to Pinterest and find a cute picture that represents my character Weston. If you have a drawing already on your computer, you can kind of skip this step and go to this timestamp on the screen to show you guys what to do next. Okay, quick mini update. I couldn't find anything on Pinterest that really reminds me of Weston, but this is Weston, and I've used him in I created him in Artbreeder. So yeah, if you want to know how to use Artbreeder, I actually made a video about Artbreeder and how to create your own character in there, so just yeah, go check that video out. Anyways, so what you're gonna do is right click and then copy this image, and then you're going to transfer it to Google Docs. Okay, so now I am back to Google Docs, and all I'm going to do is hit Control F, or you could right click and hit paste, but I like this shortcut. Boom, there he is. But obviously, comparing to my Meg character portfolio, everything is like way too big. So I'm going to hit wrap text. So all I did was click on the image and hit the second option, which is wrap text, and then just make it smaller. Now it's a little too small. Then I'm going to move it a little in this corner and then just make it a little bigger. Yeah. So now that I am here, I'm going to hit enter. Okay. And then I'm going to go to insert and hit horizontal line. Okay, so then I'm going to hit enter again, and then honestly I'm just going to simply hit center. Usually I just hit like 100 space bars for some reason on this part, but anyways, we can just hit center, which is just this and then the second option. So yeah, so I'm going to put personality. So, and then I'm going to hit enter and then hit backspace so it's no longer centered, and then I'm just going to hit enter again. And I just want to say this really quick, if you struggle with kind of like, your character's personality, but you can't really put it into words, don't worry, I'm that person too. Sometimes it takes me a minute to just think and be like, I created this character, I breathed life into this character, what are his likes and dislikes, like who is he? And then sometimes it takes me a while to even figure it out, or someone else, like a family or friend that knows this character will like be like, he's careless, and I'm like, oh right, that is something, like he is. Not Weston, but just a character in general. So now you see this says a bulleted list. You're going to hit the drop down next to it, and you can pick really any of these. Like, look how cute these are. But I usually, for some reason, I pick this one, which puts these cute little blocks here. And so you just kind of list out things about your character. So personality, I would say that Weston can be, what's the word? He can be stubborn. He's a stubborn guy. He can come off like cocky at times, which if you've read the first book, Humanity's End, when Axel's first introduced him, he's kind of like, he gives me this cocky vibe, I don't think those are the exact words Axel says, but you get the point. He's very protective over his little sister. But he does get annoyed by her at times. Let me see. Honestly, there's no like limit or minimum to doing these sections. I just like to sometimes get a couple of things just to kind of like, okay, this is who my characters are, and it definitely helps doing some of this, like these character portfolios pretty early in your writing career, because then while you're working on your books, like you'll be like, okay, wait, would Weston actually do this? Let me go back to the character portfolio, make sure he's not acting out of character in any way, because I think that can be really easy for us to be writing characters and just completely forget their purpose and their personality halfway through your project. So I'm going to hit enter and then hit backspace because I don't want that anymore because I'm already done with the section. Then hit backspace again so there's no indent or anything. Then I'm going to go back to insert, hit horizontal line, and then center this text again. But now, why did it center so weird? Hello? Why is it centering like this? Oh my gosh. Don't you hate when technology doesn't do what it needs to do? Like, why is it... You know what, this is why I use the spacebar. Some people might be, like, irked by this because it might be annoying later, but it's fine. So now we're gonna go with appearance / age. So this is the section where, you know, obviously you have a picture here, but I think it's cool to, like, write down some stuff about your character. And just so people can just get to know them better. So we're gonna hit this drop down again, hit the square little boxes. So now, Weston, oh my gosh, it's been a while since I have revisited this character. He is 17, I'm almost positive. Weston is 17 years old. Yeah, he must be because Axel is 16, and I vaguely remember Axel being younger than Weston. So we're going with 17. And he is Hispanic. These are very simple sentences, but it's fine because you are the only one that's supposed to be seeing this, you see? So it's totally fine. He's Hispanic. He has short brown hair. What else should we know? His eye color. I don't even know his eye color. But based on this picture that I did in Artbreed, it looks almost like a hazel. So that's what we're going with. Weston has a hazel eyes. What else is important? He is tall and he's muscular, so he has a muscular body type and he's tall. He's probably, I think he's around like 6 feet, but you know, we're just gonna say he's tall. That's all we need to know. And anything else about his appearance or his age? Not really, because I already kind of said he comes off. He has like this kind of tough aura around him, which I think this is really all we need to know about him. So we're going to hit enter, hit that backspace again, hit the backspace one more time, and we're going to do another horizontal line. Those are so fun. Hit enter. Oh, I didn't hit enter this time, because see how there's a space up here? Guys, I'm not following my own advice. We need to hit enter one more time. And now we have to center it. Now it's going to be weird. Just space barring. Okay. Anyways, so now let's see if this, if this finally will indent properly, and it won't. So we're just going to keep doing the spacebar function. Now the last section that I had one more section after this, but I don't really use it anymore. But this section, the final section for this video, is going to be family and friends. I think it's really important to know kind of like how your character interacts with others. Like, who are their besties? Who are their enemies? Like, although this is a family and friend section, so I don't want to know if it's their enemies, obviously. But anyways, we're going to hit that section again. So, Weston, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Weston has a little sister named Willow. This is kind of all that I do for these, which is so cute. Like, look how cute this is. It's so well established. It's like, I feel like you could hand this in and get him a job somewhere, right? Like, it's so cute. I love it so much. And yeah, so actually, before I go, I need to switch this so it kind of fits the theme of like all my other characters. Because I was just using that as an example. There we go. That's much better. But yeah, so this is basically what I do. And like I was mentioning earlier, the last section that I had that I no longer use was quotes that I love, or my favorite quotes from them. So like quotes throughout my story that I would put in here that were like my favorite quotes that were like, yes, that's so cute, I want to remember that quote. Which I think that is a good like little section to put in. But the reason why I stopped using it was because I would always, like on a lot of them, I would put like, you know, think of this later, like, because in the time of doing this, I'm not like really working on that story, so it would take a while to kind of scroll through the entire story to find some quotes. So if you want to do something like that, I would probably look at that while you're also doing your character portfolios, or put them to the side if you want to have a section for the favorite quotes. But yeah, this is basically it, and isn't it so cute? And now you can go to a specific page and just find all of your cool characters and stuff like that. I think it's just so cool. I love it so much. And yeah, so I hope this helps you be able to create your own character portfolios for your characters. And if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe with those post notifications on, so you guys know whenever we make videos on our channel. And me and my mom, TH Land, have books available on Amazon, so please check those books out to support fellow indie authors. And if you guys have any video recommendations that you want to see on our channel, let us know in the comments down below. We'd be more than happy to like do those videos for you. Yeah, so we love you guys so much, and always remember, you can write too. Bye!